organization here in town, and I brought this idea to the executive board of Pride, and I said, this is something that I feel is really important. They got behind it 100%, and we presented it to our board. They approved it and decided to move forward.
And you came on the show, I think, before the launch of the meetings.
Yeah.
Was it an easy sell to the board? They signed on?
I think when we explained it to the board, it was very much an easy sell, because they had this understanding that there was definitely something that we needed in order to learn from our community. And when you look at it from the perspective of there's this opportunity to connect with more people, get more people involved, bring our reach as an organization further, there's unique opportunities that allow us to do that.
You asked the question that I had in my mind, but to sort of add on to it, the Pride kind of seems like the natural group to do this, right? I mean, hence the easy sell to the board. I mean, and you have more resources now. I know, people are thinking, well, why is Nashville Pride doing this? But I mean, who better to bring everybody together than the people who have the big event?
No, you're right, and we've said it forever. Pride serves on that day or that weekend or that month as the hub.
Yeah. Right.
Everybody needs Pride to get out, and then it kind of dissolves. So I get it.
I've often said that Pride is that connective glue for the community.
Yeah.
There are organizations that do incredible work year-round, but we do this one thing every year, and we do it really well, where we bring people together. And last year we had 75,000 people in our space, which is really incredible.
Nuts. Really.
It's truly.
Yeah.
When you think about the historic growth of Pride and just where we were even 10 years ago, 5 years ago, it's remarkable.
I'm just relieved that you guys had the resources and the time to be able to get it done, because this is something we dreamed about years ago. It's like and I remember sort of the early version of this, and not even really a version of it, was there was a group that met once a quarter, and we compared calendars, which was nothing, but just to be able to get everybody in a room together.
We tried to make a council, where somebody that was on each group of the community.
And it worked well enough off and on, but there wasn't this historical data, there wasn't a reaching out. It was just sort of like, let's not plan our events on the same days kind of thing.
Indeed.
So talk about the process of getting the feedback. So you want to do this, you want to hear, because it wasn't one way. It was a monster. So
it certainly was. We worked under 3 different modalities in terms of collecting data. We had World Cafe conversations, which were large group conversations, anywhere from 40 to 100 people in a room, and the session was moderated, and people would move around in the different tables and engage in 6 different questions that we had. Then we also had small group conversations that were specifically focused on individuals in the individual identities within the community. But then we also worked on age range and everything from race to socioeconomic status to even household income in some cases. And we took that data and did small group conversations around that. And then we also had an online forum for the conversations that were important, and voices that were important to hear, but couldn't necessarily come together for a specific conversation for whatever reason it might be.
And I was able to participate in the cafe discussion, one of them, and it was so impressive. I don't know what I expected. I've been out of the picture for a while. Come in, there was a facilitator. It was so organized. You're sitting, in these small groups, and you move around in different. So the theme, though, my memory, and also seeing some of the data, was what do you need to thrive? The conversations kept going back there as a member of this community. So is that the big umbrella question that you're starting with?
Without a doubt, I think when we look at the idea and the terminology of thriving, that can cover so many different spaces. And so that's healthcare, that's a job, that's housing, that's social activities and interaction. It is providing medical and healthcare services. There's so many pieces that that fall under that umbrella. And so when we said thrive, it was kind of this all-encompassing idea of, for you to live a full, happy, meaningful life, what do you need?
Right. Okay, it's a time to take a break. Don't go away. When we come back, we still have all the data to cover about the Nashville Pride's Community Visioning Project. Stay with us.